Good morning, friends. Today we're going to read chapter 6 and chapter 7. Mrs. took attendance. Attendance is when you say, I'm here, except if you're not here, you have to be quiet. Also, we said the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and that is called opening ceremonies, I think. After that, we sat down and Mrs. passed out our workbooks. She told us the pages to turn to. It was work about different kinds of shapes, like circles and squares and triangles. I am a breeze at that stuff. Only I couldn't even concentrate very good on account I kept daydreaming about that birthday party. Daydreaming is just like night dreaming, only it's not night and you're not asleep and you're not dreaming. I keep on thinking about how everybody was going to that party, only not me. I was the only one. In Olive Room 9, I wish Lucille and Grace weren't going, too, I thought to myself, 'cause that would be nice sports of them. After that, I tapped on Lucille. You're my bestest friend, I told her. Lucille smiled. You're my bestest friend, too, she said. I touched her dress. You look very precious today, I said. Lucille fluffed herself. Thank you. You look very precious today, too, she said back. I touched her fingernails with polish on them. I wish you and me could be twins, I said. Me too. I wish me and you could be twins too, she said. Just then, my whole face got happy. Lucille, I just thought of something. You and me can pretend we are twins, and we can do everything just like the same. And on Saturday, you can come to my house, and I will put nail polish on my nails just like you, and you will stay home from the birthday party just like me. Lucille didn't say anything back. I tapped on her. How come you're not talking, twin? I said. How come you're not saying anything back? 'Cause I want to go to the party, that's why, said Lucille. I did my huffy breath at her. Yes, Lucille, I know you want to go to the party, but now you and me are twins, and twins have to do everything like just the same. And if I don't go to the party, then you can't go to the party too, on account of that twin rule. No, it's not, said Lucille. My cousins are twins, and one is a boy and one is a girl, and they don't do anything alike. I jumped up from my chair. Yeah, only that is not the kind of twin I want to be, madam, I yelled. Mrs. snapped her loud fingers at me. Sit down, she hollered. Just then, that Jim and I that I hated turned around in his chair, and he laughed real mean at me 'cause I was in trouble. Turn your fatty head around, I said. Only he didn't turn it around. And so that's how come I had to run to his table and I had to turn it around for him. Junie B, Mrs. shouted. What are you doing? I'm turning around his fatty head, I explained. Mrs. hurried to where I was. Then she quick took my arm and she marched me into the hall and pointed to the principal's office. Go, she said very angrily. I did my gulp. Yeah, only I'm not actually supposed to go anywhere, I said, 'cause me and Mother had a talk about it, And she said for me not to get sent there again. Mrs. Face got red as a tomato. She started counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that's how come I hurried up and I walked. 'Cause teachers who count numbers are the scariest kind there is. Chapter 7. My story this time by Junie B Jones. Principal is the boss of the school. He lives at the office. I have to go there when I am unruly. Unruly is the school word for not being ruly. There's a typey lady there. She isn't allowed to smile. Sit down, she said. She pointed to the blue chair. Yeah, only I don't actually like to sit there. Remember that? 'Cause there is where all the bad kids sit, and I'm not even bad, I explained. I explain that to her every time I go there. The typing lady leaned over the counter at me and made her face look scary at me. Sit down, she said. I sat down. Then I pulled my frog jumper over my face so nobody could see me. Pull your skirt down, said the typing lady. Yeah, only I'm not actually allowed to do this because I have on tight, I said. See them? They are green and little tadpoles on them. Just then, I heard the principal's voice. Well, well, Junie B Jones. What a surprise, he said. My mouth dropped open, all the way open. Hey, I hollered from under my dress. How did you know it's me under here? 'Cause you can't even see my face. Lucky guess, said the principal. After that, I covered my head, and me and him went into his office. I climbed up on the big wood chair. The principal looked very tired-ish. He rubbed the sides of his baldy head. Okay, let's hear it. What's your story this time? He said. I sat up straight, and I sat up tall. My story this time by Junie B Jones. Once upon a time, I didn't get invited to the Meanie boy's birthday. I am the only one in all of room 9 who isn't going. And so that's how come I was moving today. Only Mother brought me to school very stiff. And then I was a buzzing bee. Only Crybaby William is a squealer. And Lucille won't be a good twin. And so then Mrs. yelled at me. And that's how come I had to twist that Jim boy's head. And now I'm sitting here in this big wood chair. I folded my arms on my lap. The end. Principal put his head down on his desk. I peeked at him. Are you laying low? I whispered. He sat up again, and then he called my mother on the telephone. Those two talk very often. This time, they talked about the birthday party and how I was not invited. After that, he hanged it up, and Principal looked nicer at me. I guess sometimes we grown-ups think we're the only ones with problems, he said. We forget that even when you're little, life can be tough, can it, Junie B? Yes, I said, life can get your goat. After that, me and him went out of his office, and he lifted me into the blue chair again. I want you to sit right here for a minute, he said. There's someone I have to talk to before I can settle this. Yeah, only guess what? actually don't want to sit in this chair, I explained, on account that this is where the bad kids sit. And I'm not even bad. Principal thought and thought, then he snapped his fingers. I think I have the perfect solution, he said. He went to his office and he brought out a giant shopping bag. What if you hide under here? He asked. If we hide you under this bag, no one will be able to see you at all. I jumped up and down very excited because hiding is my favorite thing in the whole wide world, that's why. Principal sat me down in the chair. He put the giant bag over my head. Hey, who turned out the lights? I said. Then I jumped and I laughed because it's called comedy, of course. I bended my knees and pulled them under the bag and hugged them real tight. Now, all you can see is my tippy-toe shoes, I said, very happy. This is the perfect solution I ever saw. And so how did you think of this wonderful thing? I asked. Only Principal didn't answer me back, 'cause he probably went back to his office already. After that, I hid it, and I hid it inside the bag. I hid it for a real long time. It was like a jillion years, I think. Guess what? This is taking longer than a minute, I said from inside there. The typing lady didn't answer me. Yeah, only guess what else? My knees are very bendied and squished in here, I said. And so this isn't good for my circulation, probably. Just then my legs started squirming all around, 'cause I was getting ants in my pants, that's why. Hey, doesn't anybody have ears? Get me out of here right now, 'cause I'm at the end of my rope in this thing. Oh, plus, I'm getting ants in my... All of a sudden, somebody yanked a bag off my head. It was the scary typing lady. Pants, she said. She took me back into the principal's office, and guess what? That Jim was in there. He was sitting in the big wood chair, and the principal was frowning at him. Junie B, our friend Jim here has something he wants to say to you. Don't you, Jim? Asked the principal. That meanie Jim, he didn't answer. He kept looking at his feet. Principal tapped his fingers. We're waiting, Jim, he said. Then that Jim took a huff breath, and he said the words, I'm sorry. Principal raised his eyebrows. Sorry for what? Tell Junie B what you're sorry for. That Jim stared at his feet some more. I'm sorry I didn't give you an invitation to my party, he said very grumpy. But my mother told me to. But your mother told you to, didn't she, Jim? Said Principal. Your mother told you to give an invitation to every single person in your class, but you got mad at Junie B, and you decided not to give her one. Isn't that right? That meanie boy did his shoulders up and down. I guess, he said real soft. Principal crossed his arms. And so, what are we going to do to correct that problem? He asked. That Jim waited and waited. Then, all of a sudden, he got down from the chair and he held out an invitation to me. My stomach did a flippy flop. For me, out of his hand, and I zoomed it all around the room. Oh boy, I said, it's really for me. It's really for me. And so now, I'm not the only one. I zoomed all around the big wood shelf. Principal looked nervous at me. He hurried up and opened the door. Then I zoomed right out of there. I didn't stop till I got to room 9. All right, friends. That's chapter 6 and 7. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.